Here we will be discussing different examples of the bryophytes, in the sense how the sporophyte evolved in different bryophytes, which is completely dependent on the presence and amount of sterile tissue present in them. That is, this image in front of us is nothing but it is giving us a pictorial view how exactly the sporophyte developed from the simple to complex one, with the increase in the amount of a sterile tissue. So here we have this sporophyte, which is very simple and the basic form of sporophyte, we can say. Why? Because there is a complete absence of a foot as well as seta. So this is the example of Riccia. The sporophyte of Riccia, this one, is very simple. There is no foot, there is no seta. What we have is this globous body, which we are going to call it as a capsule. This globous body is made up of one cell thick layer. And what the globus body contains? The globus body contains the sporogenous tissue. Now these sporogenous tissue are made up of endothecium layer. These sporogenous tissue, they are going to undergo division, leading to form what is called as a spore mother cell. This spore mother cell will undergo meiosis, lead to formation of an haploid spores. So the sporogenous tissue originated from endothecium, whereas the wall is from amphithecium. There is no sterile tissue. All the spore mother cells, whatever spore mother cell were there, all the spore mother cell are going to undergo meiosis, leading to formation of these spore tetrads, which contain the haploid spores. So this is explanation regarding the sporophyte of Riccia. The next example, we know we have quoted some 9 examples. The next one will be Corsinia. But here in this image, the sporophyte of Corsinia is not shown. Directly they have shown the sporophyte of Spirocarpus. So in between Riccia and Spirocarpus, what we have is the slowly evolved sterile tissue, and that is of Corsinia. So Corsinia sporophyte has a bulbous foot. It had a bulbous foot, narrow seta, and a globous capsule. So if you are going to get the picture of Corsinia sporophyte, better you note it down. So the explanation for it will be like sporophyte has a bulbous foot, narrow seta, and a globous capsule. Seta was not developed yet. Here also there is no seta. In the next example, that is Corsinia, again there is no seta. So globus body made up of one celled thick layer and contains what? Sporogenous mother cell. Capsule is originated from amphithecium. Sporogenous tissue originated from endothecium. Almost 90% of the sporogenous tissue undergo meiosis, leading to production of spores. Only a very small percentage is not able to produce the spores. They in turn going to form a diploid cell called as what? They will not undergo meiosis, in the sense the cells will be diploid in nature. Those cells which won't undergo meiosis, they are going to act as a nurse cell. Now what is the function of the nurse cell? The nurse cell is going to provide nourishment to the growing spores. Nerve cells in future, they are going to form a structure called as an eleators. We have discussed in eleators during our bryophyte session, where there are 2 types of eleators. One is true and the one is pseudo. Usually true eleators are found in Marchantia. The function of the eleators is helpful in the dispersal of spores when the spores are mature. So this was a detailed description regarding the sporophyte of Corsinia, for which the image is not available here. Thank you.